I am very pleased to welcome Jerome Eliott and Judith Chapman back to Eye on the Desert to talk about their newest production from Desert Ensemble Theatre, and I believe it's a first-time collaboration for you two.
It is.
It is. We're so happy to have Judith directing our production of the Bebo Brinker Chronicles, which opens this Friday night. It's a play by Kate Moira Ryan and Linda Chapman, and it's based on this series of iconic pulp fiction novels from the 1960s.
I'm holding up one of those novels now, Bebo Brinker. These were written in the late 50s, early 60s,
Yes.
and actually the person who wrote them, Ann Bannon, she's 90 now, you say.
She's 90
She's going to
years
be
old.
attending opening night.
She is attending opening night, which is sold out. We have 7 other performances that have a lot of tickets left, but we're very excited to have her.
I mean, you were just giving me a little bit of behind the scenes, but what a fascinating story Ann Bannon has, and I guess it is incorporated into these Bebo Brinker Chronicles because she was married with children, but would slip off and have a secret life.
Slip off for her second life, her alter ego, go up to Greenwich Village, smoke, drink, have romances, all for research. For these books that are still fun.
Honey,
Jerome was just up in San Francisco and he found an original. First edition.
Oh, wow.
I did. That was fascinating. One of the first ones, Odd Girl Out, which is the pre-story to all of these.
But this is all pre-Stonewall Inn, the riots that really set off and started the ball rolling for awareness of the gay community. And
so she was
no
really
parades.
living very undercover,
Absolutely.
and the novels clearly must reflect that this was, a hidden
Against
part
the
of
law.
Yeah, these were people who were very much other. Greenwich Village was kind of their safe place because of its tolerance for alternative lifestyles, and she really dives deep into what it was like to live during
But
those
even
days.
directing this extraordinary cast of young actors, I'd never worked with any of them, none had ever worked with me, and it worked so beautifully, but I said, you can't even say the name gay. You can't even say that, you gotta whisper it. So incorporating not just their individual stories and their love triangles, etc., but inhabiting what was going on 60 years ago.
It was really a very different time, and I know that we still have a long way to go, but
Yes.
we've come a long way from 1960, and so you really have to train these young people because they live in a world that is very different and much more
Closeted,
accepting and much more open.
closeted.
Yeah.
Yes, no parades.
That's right.
No, if you go to a drag show, believe me, it's underground.
And even me growing up in the 70s, this was the generation before me, so they were kind of the pioneers that paved the way to make my life a little easier.
So very brave, very courageous characters in this book, and Ann Bannon, courageous character.
Well, I think it's just so exciting. I know that you've wanted to do some work with Jerome for some
We've
time.
been friends forever. I didn't think he would ever ask me to work with him.
I was so
Hopefully-
happy when she said yes.
Anyways,
You were like, why isn't he asking me? And you were like, gosh, should I ask her?
Exactly.
See, it's just good somebody just come out and ask the
communication is
question.
everything.
All right, the Bebo Brinker Chronicles opening this coming weekend, and Fridays and Saturdays at 7 o'clock. You also have matinees at 2 o'clock, and the theater is in Palm Springs. You're doing this at
The Palm Springs Cultural Center. It's our new home as of this season.
So there you go. the Palm
AKA the Camelot. I'm still old school.
I know, yeah, we all kind of do. But go and check this out. I think
Please.
you're really going to thoroughly enjoy it, and it's a great collaboration between these two incredibly talented folks and their cast.
Thank you.
Thank you both for being
Thank you,
on.
Pat.
Thank you,
Happy
Patrick.
holidays.
Yes.
Happy holidays, everybody.